Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ridda Witdianti, people call me Ridda. I'm studying at Polytechnic Negeri Padang. My major is in Information Technology. I'm taking Information Management. In this video, I will discuss computer hardware, computer software, and tech. Well, first, I will discuss about computer hardware. Do you know what computer hardware is? Computer hardware is part of a computer system as a device that can be touched, sent physically, and acts to execute commands from software. I will give 4 examples. This is my PC. I will give 4 examples from the first one is mouse. Mouse is the component they use to move cursor and make an action. Basically, the mouse shape is oval and has a compact size. But in gaming mouse, it looks like oval, but with sharp angle too. My mouse color is black with a little red line. It looks so cool. Now I will describe about the keyboard. The keyboard is the component that we use to type our sentences. There are many buttons in the keyboard. They can type many expressions. The keyboard has a rectangle shape. Many keyboard has a darker color, but sometimes lighter. In a gaming keyboard, it has a RGB light that makes the keyboard color and usual. After that, the monitor. Monitor is the component to show you the output of the computer. There are many variations for monitor. In the 90s era, the monitor is a bigger. Looks the actual monitor that we use now. But the shape of monitor is never changed. It's always rectangle. The usual monitor color is black, but now it has many combination color. The last one is CPU or Central Processing Unit. CPU is a computer hardware which has the duty to receive and carry out the commands and data from the software. The CPU has a rectangle shapes and the CPU color is black. That's all the computer components. And this is another example of computer hardware. Next, I will discuss computer software. Computer software is a special term for formatted data, digital storage, encoding computer programs, decomposition, and fresh readable information and written by computers. In other words, the abstract part of the computer system. All these are the computer software. One of these, Sublime Text. Sublime Text is a text editor for coding, markup, and others. It's the same as a Visual Studio Code and a Notepad++. But this serves Messenger would be nice if we were to use the anonymous text of Visual Studio Code because it has a colorful writing. And of course, the use of Linux-based software will be different from any other program. In the IT department, computer software can be distinguished into 3 that are 1. Application software, 2. Programming software, and 3. System software. Example. Number 1. Application software. Example. SAM Control, RStudio, Packet Tracer, Oracle VirtualBox, Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Flash, and Photoshop. Number 2. Programming software. Example. Sublime, Notepad++, Visual Studio Code, NetBeans IDE, Codeblocks, and get started with a record. Number 3. System software. Example. Windows, Linux, and MS-DOS. Unlike the non-IT, they will retain a different software from the IT. For example, CorelDRAW, Python, Perl, C++, Proteus, eagle, and review. At times, many would ask me questions for friends who we are familiar. IT software is more expensive than non-IT software, and which is the hardest or easiest to use? I must say it's relative because IT depends on our expertise. Sometimes even beyond comes a software that is more expensive and difficult to use. Example, review software in electronics. The last I will explain about TOEIC, the test of English for international communication. TOEIC is an international standardized test of English language proficiency for non-native speakers. It is intentionally designed to measure the everyday skills of people working in an international environment. The TOEIC listening and reading test lasts 2 hours, 45 minutes for listening and 75 minutes for reading. It consists for 200 multiple choice items evenly divided between the listening and reading comprehension session. Each question is worth 5 scores. The TOEIC certificate exists in 5 colors. And TOEIC test certificates are optional and official documents that are meant for display only. The TOEIC scores show how well one can communicate in English with others in the world of education, business, commerce, and industry. That's the material I can deliver. That's all that I can say. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.